Diddy is about to pay big time for the allegations brought against him.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. Let me say a little bit more about the charges. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs, and that Combs hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims, at times by their hair. On one occasion in March of 2016, that conduct was captured on video and later reported in the media.
And all this is thanks to the people he trusted the most. Now, even his attorney, Mark Agnifilo, seems to be turning against him. In a surprising turn of events, Mark is allegedly planning on stepping down as Diddy's legal counsel, citing unexpected new evidence. And get this, supposedly there's someone up there in the entertainment pyramid pushing for this to happen. Honestly, there are a lot of crazy things going on behind the scenes of the Diddy case right now. So let's dive straight into it. For a brief recap, Diddy's alleged crimes came to the limelight when his ex, Cassie Ventura, filed a shocking lawsuit against him.
But sadly, she's become more well-known for the abuse she claims to have suffered at the hands of her ex, Sean Combs, than her music. Her debut album, Cassie, was a hit, and the critics even praised it. Her second album was expected in 2008, but it never came. She released some singles here and there, but Connecticut Fever, that never hit the shelves. Cassie had signed a 10-album deal with Combs' Bad Boy Entertainment, but only one album was released. Her career, we now know, according to her bombshell civil lawsuit, was likely derailed and put on hold by a decade of abuse she says she suffered at the hands of Sean Combs. And it's been nearly a year since Ventura filed that bombshell civil lawsuit. Part of it read, over the years that Mr. Combs abused Ms. Ventura physically and she again and again tried to escape his tight hold over her life. Every time she hid, Mr. Combs' vast network of corporations and affiliated entities found her, and those who worked for Mr. Combs' companies implored her to return to him. Many went as far to explicitly state that her failure to return to Mr. Combs would hinder her success in the entertainment industry. Ventura had recorded music during her relationship with Combs, but mostly singles were released. Ventura's suit said after she tried to leave Combs, following that now infamous 2016 incident captured by hotel security cameras, where Combs actually chased Ventura down a hallway and beat her, her music was used as leverage to get her to come back to Combs. The suit said, after this, Miss Ventura left her home in Comstock and went to hide away at a friend's home in Florida. James Cruz, president of Bad Boy Management, tracked Ms. Ventura down and told her that her single would not be released if she did not answer Mr. Combs' phone calls.
Soon, things spiraled and escalated to crazy levels. Eventually, the FBI got a search warrant and raided Diddy's mansions. And that was when everything got real. During the search, the feds supposedly found a lot of crazy things on Diddy, things that could allegedly get him locked away for life. It seems like Diddy has been up to no good for over 20 years now, and he would still probably be successfully hiding it from the public right now if it weren't for Cassie and the feds. The evidence against him seems pretty crazy, and after months of trying to save him, apparently, his lawyer, Mark Agnifilo, is over it and wants to move on. And according to the rumor mill, Kim Porter is the reason why he wants to walk away. Yes, Diddy's ex, the late Kim Porter, allegedly opened Mark's eyes with her journal. Kim sadly passed away a couple of years ago, in 2018. It was said that she lost her life to pneumonia. That's what the news told us. But allegedly, when her autopsy was done, it was revealed that there were some toxins in her system that might have only mimicked pneumonia. Some people believe that the real cause of her passing was something else. But whether it was pneumonia or not, Kim supposedly knew that she was going to pass away soon. Just like she knew that Diddy was cheating on her even when she was pregnant with his kids. Before her mysterious passing, she supposedly wrote a book and gave it, alongside some tapes of people doing inappropriate, intimate things with and for Diddy, to Courtney Burgess, a man she trusted. Kim allegedly told him to only reveal these things to the public if something were to happen to her. This really makes it sound like she knew that she was going to be unalived soon. But whether she knew or not, she is sadly gone now, and Courtney did as she requested. He testified against Diddy and talked about his freaky lifestyle, and the evidence cannot be argued against. Not when it's on video. But Mark still took up the case, and he was pretty resilient about the whole thing, saying that his client was innocent and requesting bail. Diddy's attorney looked a judge straight in the eye in the middle of a mountain of evidence against his client and gave a shaky bail proposal. According to him, the prison that Diddy is being kept in New York is one of the worst nationwide. He said that Diddy couldn't survive there for much longer. That's kind of crazy because Diddy always claimed to be a tough guy. But I guess that's not really the case. Mark pointed out that Diddy was used to a life of luxury, so he might be suffering in jail. He also said that it's difficult to reach Diddy because there's no computer available in jail for him to use. So, according to him, because of all of this, the case is being slowed down. Mark proposed bail twice with these comments, but the judge's verdict was the same on both occasions. His proposal was denied. The prosecution proved that Diddy could be a danger to society in his current mental state, especially to the victims who are sharing their stories. They brought up a video where he physically hurt Cassie, and the judge didn't need to think twice before giving the verdict. This must have been a big blow to Mark, and it was pretty obvious because of the way he looked when he came out of the courtroom, but the worst was still to come. Not long after that, another blow hit Diddy's defense team. Grubman, Shire, Meiselas, and Sachs, the firm that represents top celebrities in the music industry, cut ties with him. These guys are the best of the best, and if they don't want anything to do with Diddy, he might be as guilty as charged. And Mark knew this too, but that's not even the craziest revelation. It turns out that it might have been another high-class celebrity who caused this to happen. Allegedly, everyone else represented by the firm was silent, but surprisingly, Lady Gaga spoke up. Supposedly, she told a source at News Nation that if the firm didn't drop Diddy, she'd cut ties with them. That's a bold move, but if she really did that, it certainly worked. The firm wasn't about to lose someone like her. They likely knew that if she walked away, it would have started a chain reaction. Other big-name clients like The Weeknd, Bruce Springsteen, Madonna, and Chris Brown, who were also represented by the firm, might have followed her lead. The firm knew this, and they weren't ready to gamble with that kind of risk. So they played it safe and let Diddy go. This is all alleged, though, and according to some sources, the firm didn't actually drop Diddy because of Lady Gaga. They did this for their own reasons. Either way, right now, many people are wondering if Mark will be the next person to jump ship. His career, and maybe even his reputation, are hanging on by a thread. Sure, he might want to stick by Diddy, but is it worth the potential fallout? Then there's also Moses Shine Barrow, Diddy's old friend who's now a politician. He heard about all the allegations and decided to chime in. And let me tell you, he didn't hold back. Years ago, Shine protected Diddy in a shooting case, and what did he get for it? Betrayed. Diddy pinned the blame on him, and Shine ended up serving time in prison. After serving his sentence, he left that life behind and switched to politics. But here's the kicker. Even though he's forgiven Diddy, he warned Mark to watch his back because Diddy doesn't think twice about turning on people when it suits him. And Shine's not the only one saying this. Others who've worked with Diddy have similar stories. Rob Shooter, his former publicist, called Diddy manipulative. He said that Diddy was great at using people to get what he wanted, and then tossing them aside when they were no longer useful to him. It turns out that a lot of people around Diddy have been catching on. Even before things got really bad, his crisis management team straight up quit without a word. Natalie Moore, who used to lead the team, completely ghosted him. And Christina Coram, his company's chief of staff, went MIA after Cassie's lawsuit dropped. It's like his whole team is disappearing, and that can't be a good sign. With all the wild rumors about his parties, SA accusations, and alleged silencing of people in the industry, It's starting to feel like Diddy might be guilty of more than anyone realized. And now, Mark is stuck in the middle of it all. But what do you guys think he'll do about that? Will he stay and try to pull off a miracle in court? Or will he cut his losses and leave before things get even worse? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.